For a good user experience, you need more than just how an app looks. Sure, a modern looking app is great, but more important than that is how intuitive it is, how everything is put together, and how easily you can switch between the different tools that you need. In some cases, it's even simply a question of availability of tools. Our team has tried 20 handwriting apps and come up with 8 that stand out for user interface and experience. We'll start with the 2 worst, but spend more time on the best apps that you should consider if you really care about your experience in a handwriting note-taking app. All except one of the apps on the list are not as minimalist as we would like them. They all have a separate homepage and workspace. And Nebo is no exception. The only difference is that Nebo has a lot of different workspaces for different types of notes that you can take in the app, but the developers have kept the user interface consistent. No matter what mode you use, you're still using the same toolbar. That and the modern simple look in the app are the only points that Nebo scored in our test. It makes you wonder what other apps have to outperform such a beautiful looking app. The other app scoring in the red zone, and that means really low on our scale, is OneNote. Microsoft finally improved the look in the app. We have modern icons, less of the bold and old purple look, but it scores only 2 points more than Nebo because it is the only app on this list that has a single screen for your homepage and workspace. This is the best setup for a handwriting note-taking app, probably for any productivity app. Your notes are at your fingertips, and you can quickly switch between notebooks without losing track of what you're working on. It's brilliant because when you no longer need it, you can tuck it away just as easily. Sadly though, nothing stands out after that. None of the handwriting apps out of all the 20 that we tried scored in the green zone for user interface and experience. But 3 apps came close: Freenotes, Noteful, and Notes Plus. For second place, we have Notability. And in third place, another tie, scoring only 9 out of a potential 17 points, is Goodnotes and ZoomNotes. We love that Goodnotes has fixed toolbars anchored to the edge of the app, and that the toolbar is very customizable. It's sort of a standard for handwriting note-taking apps, really. A customizable toolbar is not to be underestimated. It allows users to personalize their experiences, and all the handwriting apps on this list get that. Only have the tools you actually use and hide everything else. How refreshing. However, the mobility of the toolbar isn't that great in Goodnotes. It can either go to the top, as it is right now, or bottom. For someone who prefers my toolbars on the side whenever I can, that of course lost the app some points. Also the fact that it does not have full screen mode or theme colors for your user interface. If only the ZoomNotes developers could work on the old icons, maybe even just removing the circle around them. That wouldn't be a bad place to start. Doesn't this look better? Once you get over that hurdle, ZoomNotes has some of the best user interface customization you can get in a handwriting note-taking app. Probably too much actually. It's just losing a lot of points because of its looks. You can customize the size of your icons in addition to customizing your toolbars. No other app on this list gives you that option. So if you prefer large icons, small ones, it's an easy fix in ZoomNotes. The app has 2 toolbars. The top one can only move to the bottom. Then The one on the side can go pretty much anywhere you like, on any side you like. You can also customize your app colors and even the background for your notebooks. It is the most robust color control for your user interface that you will get in a handwriting note-taking app. It is also the only app on this list to have full screen mode. It takes several steps to get there, but it's much better than not having it at all, which is the case with all the other apps on this list. Notability comes in at number 4 as the only app scoring 10 points for your user experience. Unlike other apps on this list, Notability has a bit of everything but with limitations. Though we have a separate homepage, we can at least view our notebooks without having to go back to the homepage. It's a little difficult to appreciate because I only have 4 notebooks in the app. We're not huge fans of the floating toolbar, but at least you can put it anywhere you like. It is also fully customizable, so you can put only the tools you use often. The theme colors in Notability are not as customizable as the ones in ZoomNotes, but they're more functional. From the workspace, nothing dramatic changes, but you will love them on the homepage. Not only are they easier to use, they're also much prettier than the ones in ZoomNotes. Noteful is one of the 3 apps that scored 11 points out of the potential 17 we had for the user experience in handwriting note-taking apps. It has a separate homepage and no way to access our notebooks without going back to it. It has no theme colors, but 2 color options for your toolbar, dark and light. It's not enough to get points for the app, especially because the light toolbar is difficult to see. It doesn't support full screen mode, but your toolbar is mobile. You can put it anywhere you want. Unique to Noteful, though, is the ability to move your tabs independently. They're not stuck to your toolbar, like is the case with most apps on this list. Your toolbar is also fully customizable, which has become a standard for handwriting note-taking apps in 2025. Like Notability, Notes Plus has a bit of everything. A notebook library that is accessible from within the workspace. Again, I have very few notebooks to show this. You get some theme colors for user interface. And a partially customizable toolbar. It can only personalize your pens only though. You can't customize any other tool. What made the app rank higher is that your toolbar can either be fixed, anchored to the edge of the app, or you can let it float. While we don't like floating toolbars, it's better when we have the option to choose. Were it not for the massive icons that we can't resize, perhaps Notes Plus would have ranked higher on this list. Freenotes has the most modern user interface where its floating toolbars blend well with the background and pages. You can access your notebooks from within the workspace. Your user interface colors are fun, allowing you to change even the color of your app icon on your iPad home screen. Your handwriting toolbar can go on any side of the screen, but it's only partially customizable. The top toolbar does not move to anywhere, but that one is fully customizable. All the tools you hide remain easily accessible when you need them, and that is a plus. They're not completely gone, just hidden. The only downside is that the app does not support full screen mode. Do you agree with our picks? Which app has the best user interface in your opinion? Do let us know. We hope you guys liked this video and that you found it useful. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Until next time, fantastic human, stay fantastic.